This is another presentation by My Weight World.
Rating diets, what works and why? Diets come and go. There is a new one for every new magazine or talk show host. Despite all of the diets, books, and products that go with them, the truths never change. Our bodies need nourishment to survive and thrive. How do we make sense of all of this if we are trying to control our weight? This presentation will help you to make sense of some common diet plans and look at how and if they work. This will also give you information and insights on how to evaluate weight loss and diet plans and help you decide if they're right for you. From medically approved to celebrity-endorsed diets, there are dozens of programs to choose from, and there will always be more in the way. Why are there so many? Because they're often difficult to stick with. Many with weight problems try multiple diets and end up heavier than when they started. That is certainly not a measure of success and creates many more health problems. A very important point to keep in mind: a study from the 2005 Journal of the American Medical Association found that the diet used to lose weight is less important than matching the right diet to the right person. Bottom line is that what you will be successful with is what you can stay with for a lifetime. The best approach to dieting: find a meal plan that suits your life. Don't adjust your life to suit the diet. There is no one right way to diet or improve your lifestyle. Many factors must be considered in order for any diet to be successful, including cost, food preferences, schedule, cooking desire, and ability, social and family life, health, and medical status. When and if you find a diet that sounds like it's right for you, review it with your physician and registered dietitian. They will tell you if the diet is based on scientific evidence, balanced for your individual needs, and avoids unnecessary costs or food restrictions. For a review of some diets, we will start by looking at the low-carb diets, such as Atkins or South Beach diet. In the initial phase, carbohydrates, which include fruits, breads, cereals, and other starches or sweets, are limited to as low as 20 grams per day of net carbs. This is the amount of carbohydrate left after fiber and sugar alcohols are subtracted out. Most regular and healthful diets provide around 200 grams of carbohydrate per day or more. This restriction may cause a state of ketosis in the body, which means that by burning fat, ketone bodies in the blood build up, causing changes in appetite and promotion of weight loss. On these diets, there's liberal allowance on protein and fats to replace carbohydrate foods. On the low-carbohydrate diets, weight loss is very significant initially because the carbohydrate restriction causes a loss of water weight. However, just losing water weight does not cause lasting fat loss, which is what is important for long-term health. In the low-carb diet plans, after a time period, you are instructed to gradually add back healthy, unrefined carbohydrates such as beans, whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, which is a positive aspect of this plan, as these foods are essential for long-term health and wellness. However, depending on how these plans are approached, dieters generally can regain more weight when they return to their usual eating habits. Weight loss is temporary if the program is not followed and maintained just as written, which makes compliance difficult in the long run for many. And because life gets in the way of even the best of plans, these diets are difficult to adhere to over the long term. Consider holidays, travel, and vacations. There are some important reasons to be cautious about the low-carb diets. Such diets may produce short-term weight loss just because of dehydration that can be dangerous for some people. Weight loss also occurs because of the limited variety of foods, causing automatic calorie restriction, which can happen on any diet. And the high-fat content may increase risk of heart disease over time, not a goal to strive for. There are claims that these diets, even with the high saturated fat content, can lower cholesterol levels, but it should be noted that any improvement in blood cholesterol and blood sugar levels would be due to weight loss, not the change in diet composition. Furthermore, a very high protein diet is especially risky for patients with diabetes because it can possibly speed up the progression of diabetic kidney disease, a serious health complication now increasingly common. Turning our attention to the opposite end of the diet spectrum, the very low-fat diets, such as the Ornish or Pritikin type diets, restrict animal protein, total fat, and encourage very high fiber and unprocessed foods. These diets don't focus on calorie restriction overall, but recommend eating until satisfied, which, because of the high fiber and high water content of this diet, automatically limits calorie intake. With these very low-fat diets, studies show that they do improve many health issues, such as cholesterol and blood pressure levels. Because whole grains, fruits, and vegetables are encouraged, this is a diet very high in fiber and protective nutrients. These diets restrict consumption of animal products, including meat, fish, and dairy foods, as well as refined carbohydrates, which also promotes many health benefits, including reduction in cancer and diabetes risks. However, even with all of the positive attributes of this diet approach, there can be some drawbacks. These diets may require more planning and food preparation, which may limit how long one would maintain this plan. However, nowadays there are lots of convenient options available, including prepared produce items, frozen and convenience foods, which can be easily incorporated into this approach. This diet plan may also be deficient in some important vitamins and minerals, such as B12, calcium, iron, essential fatty acids, and in this case, supplements may be needed to fill in the gaps, depending on one's individual needs. Next, we will review meal replacement diets, such as SlimFast, MetaFast, and OptiFast. Studies do show that meal replacements such as shakes and bars can help people lose weight, often rather quickly. These diets can also save one time, money, and offer structure to those with rather erratic eating habits. It takes the decision out of this equation. Meal replacements can help as a temporary way to jumpstart a controlled calorie program, boosting one's confidence that they can actually lose weight. Meal replacement programs can be especially effective if offered with a support group and nutrition education for transitioning to a healthy diet. On their own, meal replacement products do little to educate people about their eating habits and nutritional needs. To maintain weight for the long term, the transition to real food must be well planned and have a support system in place. Drawbacks to meal replacement plans include the fact that your taste buds might get tired of the flavors and textures of the same foods over time. By denying yourself of regular and favorite foods, binge eating may occur, promoting further weight gain. And while meal replacements may be fortified with vitamins and minerals, nutrition is always best provided by real foods containing a variety of nutrients. The less processed, the better. Turning to a diet plan such as the Weight Watchers diet, this plan has stood the test of time and is highly regarded by most medical and nutrition professionals. The Weight Watchers diet offers plans for healthy weight loss using real foods. Group meetings, both in person and online, provide support and extensive education. And Weight Watchers encourages exercise as an important component to lasting weight loss. As well-balanced and healthy as Weight Watchers is, not everyone likes the group approach or meetings that are involved. And the Weight Watchers approach, like with any major lifestyle change, requires focus and commitment. While you may be able to temporarily change foods that you eat, it is important to be mentally ready to change other aspects of your life as well for lasting weight loss. In summary, there are many approaches to diet and weight loss, and they all have benefits and drawbacks. Remember that it is important to check with your physician before starting any diet plan to ensure that it is right for you. Choose a diet that you know you can stay with. Frequent on and off dieting can cause weight to be gained instead of lost. So examine the approach as well, because your body depends on you.
This has been another presentation by My Weight World.